So we had the ability to put video on it, basically any surface, right? So up in Novato, we took an IM building, we wrapped it with video, and we mapped it literally down brick for brick so that the building itself came to life. Some of the more difficult things to do are things like Carnegie Hall. So taking 8 video projectors, coating the entire inside of Carnegie Hall, which is, you know, a very complex 3D geometric shape, and then turning it into one big video surface. One of the larger projects we've done was over in Dubai, where they had an entire village, 50 villas that they were launching. Each one of them we turned into a projection surface and synchronized them up. So the Hard Rock project was one of our more interesting projects. They have probably the world's largest collection of rock and roll memorabilia. They came to us and they wanted us to be able to bring that experience to every single one of their cafes. So what we've done is we've taken the entire collection of memorabilia and made it real-time touch-enabled so that you can walk up to a touchscreen, pick a genre, pick an era, pick a band, pick whatever you want, search through any of their memorabilia. It'll bring up the items in full resolution where you can scale in and you can get inside of like John Lennon's glasses and see the actual scratches and the imprint that says, made in England. The pool table we call the Q-Light. We have a camera tracking application that looks at the pool balls and in real time generates procedural video. So flames will be trailing behind the balls, or if they're going really slow, ice. If they're coming over a certain area, it'll reveal certain parts of a picture that's underneath the pool table. There's sort of these dynamic kind of water physics that we put on it. So there's a bunch of different effects that as you're playing pool, it's just a more entertaining way to do it. So the dome, as you see behind me, is that's a 30-foot dome, geodesic on the outside. Inside of it is a 360-degree video projector. And what that does is it coats the entire inside with video. So our software calibrates for that, makes sure that it's not overspraying or underspraying, and make sure that if there's buildings inside that they're appearing straight. And what it does is allow you to kind of step inside of an environment. So an example of something we've done recently was for Donald Trump when he was launching his new hotel and tower in Dubai. He couldn't really fly the 300 executives and VIPs over to Dubai, so we went over, shot basically 4K hemispherical with the RED camera, and brought that footage back. And then when these people in Manhattan came down, they felt like they were in Dubai. So we took them on a virtual tour of Dubai without having to get on a plane. We're primarily a marketing company, but the technologies we're developing are sort of malleable into different business verticals. Traditionally, doctors can look at flat 2D, two-dimensional, CAT scan, PET scan, whatever kind of data. But what we're able to do is take it, put it into a 3D model, and using our Fireframe engine, put it onto some kind of a touch screen, either multi or single, and then allow to either zoom, rotate, scale, and just get into that model as deeply as you want it. So it's providing a totally different view than doctors, patients, radiologists, anybody has seen before. If it doesn't exist, we'll go out and build it. So I've got a metal shop, got a wood shop, got engineering facilities. So if it's a need that isn't commercially available, we'll fix it. So this is our Visionaire technology. It allows us to sort of draw in the air. It's using an infrared camera to pick up my motions and then transmitting them back to a computer where it's processing through a projector. The cool part is it appears as if there's no screen, but there's actually a screen in front of me, you just can't see it. It's basically an adaptation of our framework that is a multi-touch framework. You can see it's actually tracking my hands, scaling and zooming. This is a 23 megapixel image. It's also good for things like this. If I want to shoot down some missiles. Oh, here comes one. The retail world is realizing that customers are demanding new technologies. They're used to it. You know, even my 3-year-old comes up and starts trying to touch my computer screen. She wants it to do something, you know, and as that generation comes up, you need to provide them an experience, either in your store, in your cafe, hotel, restaurant, whatever it is, cruise ship. So we're working in all those industries to provide new technologies to either entertain, inform, educate, or just, you know, generally have fun with in any of those kind of industries.